I am back. Today I got some ramen with, beef ramen with egg in it. So pick it up. It was such an adventure getting it over here to the school without having it spill everywhere. So let's see. There you go. Nice big old bowl. Every turn that I was making, it was like seriously like coming right up to the rim. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna lose it, we're gonna lose it. Got chopsticks. And I'm here early. I'm the third car in line because the kids are getting out way earlier than their usual time. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, become a member of my family. We would love to have you. I'm like getting all the excess bits of wood and stuff off of the chopsticks. I don't want to splinter while I'm eating. But then again, Munch hit me in the face yesterday while we were going to bed. And she busted my lip. Let me show you. Like, she busted it open. So, marker. So, it hurts really bad. It like pinched a little bit of my skin. I had my electronic cigarette in my mouth. And she like just backhanded. Like, she wasn't trying to hit me or anything, but it hit me so hard I was like, oh my god, I started crying because it hurt that bad. And I got a peach pear LaCroix. Let's open this up. There we go. And I got some little Rice Krispie treats. I got a whole bunch. I just brought what I had. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh. Got the air conditioner up high. It's like really nice out today, and the radio is saying that it's supposed to be good all weekend. And this is the first weekend of summer break. I'm gonna be like, get your asses outside. You're not allowed in the house. To the foot doctor tomorrow to see what we are going to do. So this here is just beef ramen with the little beef packet things that they give you, and then it's 2 packets of ramen and 3 eggs, but I gave some to my dad and some to Munch, so it's not like all of that in this bowl. And then I put in a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of soy sauce, and a little bit of sesame oil and garlic powder. So, starting off good already. Alright, here we go. Need some napkins. And then my shirt's all dirty. Like, Munch was playing with markers today, and she was like drawing all over her face. She did like a little black mark, so it looked like a Hitler mustache. I was like, oh my god. And then she just starts grabbing on me, so my shirt's all dirty. I was like, whatever. She slept in late today, and since she slept in so late, she peed and wet the bed because it went through her diaper. I'm going to tilt y'all down a little bit. Let's see here. There we go. And then I got a little pot holder thing. This is like the creepiest Santa. My mom's had these since like the early 90s, maybe even late 80s. The way he's got his hand though. He's like, you my boy. This could have a little bit of seasonal or a little bit more salt in it, which is surprising because these ramen things got so much sodium in them. In the parking lot here at the school, like where the teachers park, it's like empty. It's like, who the heck is watching these kids? Usually this whole parking lot's filled up and there's like no spaces. And like all their lunch people have already left. They were all running out the door when I pulled up a few minutes ago. So this is the egg, and what I do is I just put a couple of eggs into the bowl and I just lightly break them up a little bit, not scramble them all the way. And then right before the noodles are done, you just pour it in and then cut the heat off and just let it sit there for a little bit because they cook really fast. Don't put the egg in like before your noodles are done cooking because then they'll be super rubbery and no good. So if you guys were going on vacation this year for like summer, where are you guys going to? We would like to do something, but we just don't know if we're going to be able to. Since we just moved into the house, we want to make sure that we can have everything paid and stuff like that. We don't want to be pushing our luck. And where I'm at, the only things that we can really do are go to the beach, which the hotels are like extremely expensive, or do like historic type stuff. And the kids aren't quite old enough to appreciate that kind of stuff yet. They'll just be going around, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. I didn't really get into like historic type stuff, like going around and seeing history and monuments and stuff like that till I was in my teens. And even then it was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I've seen it. Like, I could just see this stuff on the internet. I don't really need to be here. And I signed Aria up for summer camp. So they'll go over like kindergarten stuff and then start teaching her about first grade stuff, so that way she'll be a little bit ahead whenever she starts first grade. And Logan doesn't have to do it. Aria didn't have to do it either, but I figured I'm just going to put her in it it'll give her that advantage. And I asked her, she said she wanted to do it, so. But Logan, like, he's the type of kid that he doesn't really have to pay attention, and he just absorbs information. He's kind of like my dad. So he doesn't have to do the summer stuff. But he says he wants to do a karate summer camp type of thing. stuff like that's just so expensive. Like, I don't know how parents can afford to send their, like, all their kids, especially if they have more than, like, 2 kids, to send them to all this summer camp stuff. So, we'll see. He needs to get into some kind of activity, though. Like physical activity. Or else he'll just spend all summer wanting to sit there on the couch with a phone. And that's not good for kids. I wonder how many parents have forgotten that it's an early release. There's only 2 cars that have come in behind me. School is getting out in about a half an hour. Oh, here comes another one. Eaten most of the noodles out of here. There's good bits of egg, because there were 3 eggs, and it was like, usually I put 1 egg per pack of ramen, but I was like, why do I want to leave 1 egg in the fridge? Like, even the kids will eat more than 1 egg. So I just threw the 3rd one in there. Got a spoon though too. So now I can get all the little bits out. I hate certain people that think that they don't have to wait for anything. Oh, maybe she works here. There's like some parents that'll cut the whole line and they'll pull up here and then they'll go knocking on the door. It's like, they're not going to let you in there. You're just going to stand there knocking for like forever. Now everybody's starting to come in. And I know a lot of parents, their only option is summer camp because they have to work through the summer and they need somebody to kind of watch their kids. Just everything for kids is expensive. Summer camp, daycare, after school activities, like, it's all expensive. Lip hurts. Like, it was bleeding and everything, and then by the time I got into the bathroom and like turned the light on, I had like blood coming down my teeth and everything. And then Munch was crying because she's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting there like spitting into the sink. Tomorrow is their last day. And there's already a bunch of parents that have taken their kids out of school already. Like Aria was saying, she's got 2 or 3 friends that have already left and they're not coming back, so. Like maybe they're going on vacation, I don't know. Mostly just broth left in here. Just show you what's left. Not too much. But Logan will probably get in the car and he'll be like, "What was that?" And I'll tell him and he'll be like, "Did you cook any for us? Is there any left at home for us?" Then I'll have to go home and cook it again. Oh my goodness. I kind of like this one, the peach pear. But I only drink usually 1 a day, and that's when I'm recording for you guys. And 99% of the time, whenever I'm just drinking stuff at home, it's usually just water. I love water. Now get to my Rice Krispie treats. And people that say water doesn't have any flavor, I don't know where they get that from. Because I think water does have flavor. It's not much, but it does have flavor. See, I got like stuff spilled on my shirt over here, on my marker for lunch. It's like, oh my god. One of those days. When I get home, I gotta put new sheets on the bed because I had to strip the bed and then like sanitize and clean the spot where she had peed. We got one of those like mattress cover things, so it doesn't like soak in, it just kind of like stays on the top. I was pushing Munch around. Logan and Aria have those little razor scooter things. And the ones with the 2 wheels in the front and 1 wheel in the back, so they can just kind of balance on it. And Munch likes to get up onto them, but she can't push herself. She doesn't know how to do it yet. So she'll get on there, and I'll just kind of hold onto the handlebar thing and push her around the front of the house. She'll just stand there and balance on it. She's like this. She's like, this is fun. There's still not a lot of cars here. There's like 10. They're only 90 calories per bar. I usually eat like 4 of them. lunch people closing up shop. My back has been hurting because I've not been walking right. I got in a really bad car accident in high school, so I crushed my L3, 4, and 5. So they were like twisted and then crushed down on top of each other. I'd have like all kinds of spinal injections, and chiropractors were like, we can't help you. And eventually I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of doing this. So I quit doing it. And then surprisingly, my back got better after I stopped doing the treatment. But then, since my foot's been bothering me and I've not been able to walk properly, it's making it act up again. But my foot now, like, I can just barely touch the bottom, like the ball of my foot, and my middle two toes like go numb, like instantly. So I've been like walking like on the outsides of my feet. Number 3. But it's been so nice out this morning. Like, I'm hoping that the rain is finally gone and done. It's like nice and breezy out on the front porch. And then the project manager was walking around with somebody, and I stopped him and I was like, hey, we got this hole in the front yard where, like, I guess the cable people came and like dug up to put like a cable line down or something. And it's next to this little box thing, but they didn't fill it back in. So it's just like this hole, and like some of the sod like goes over the edge of it, and then it like drops off into this hole. And the kids, they keep forgetting that it's there, so they keep running, and then they're falling into this hole, and I'm just waiting. I'm like, I told him, I was like, one of these days my kid's gonna break an ankle or break their leg because they're gonna fall into this hole because they're not remembering that it's there. I was like, I need somebody to come and fill this up with some dirt or something, because I can't have this in my front yard. So the other guy that was with him had like a spray paint can thing, and he just like sprayed a big line around it. And he was like, alright, we'll fill it in for you. I was like, yeah, you will, because if my kids fall and they get hurt, you guys are paying the bill. Because that hole's been there for... They dug it up like a couple days after we moved in. And it was on my list of things that I needed fixed when they came to fix everything. Which, of course, the major stuff's not done. My shower's not fixed yet. They don't have my bathroom sink in yet. They changed a couple of doors and stuff though, and painted and all that. They fixed more stuff than they didn't fix. There goes a black Tesla. But also the tile that's in the bottom of my shower, they stopped making that kind of tile, so they had to like match it as close as they could. And I actually like what they're going to put in more than what's in there right now. Alright, number 4, last one. I think it's number 4. Yeah, number 4. And then they will be unleashing the monsters. I really like the Rice Krispie treats. They add something else in it, or it might just be because it's like factory made or something. But if I make Rice Krispie treats, they don't taste like this. I don't know what it is. It's like in the marshmallow bits, like different. It tastes processed, but like that weirdly good kind of processed foods. Scott drove the kids to school this morning. Just because Munch slept in so late. Not bad. So, if you like what you see and all that kind of stuff, you know what to do. Subscribe, like the videos, all that kind of stuff. Share them with your friends if you want. If not, I don't care. I'll still be here tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. So I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.